That's okay.
Oh my God.
Okay.
You can't waste my time to think. I
Oh,
can now,
hi, how are you?
finally, I can hear you now.
You
I'm
can
good.
hear me. That's nice. Yeah. Okay. So let's quickly start our session. I think we're meeting after a very, very, very long time,
Yes,
right? Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
It's been a long
So,
time.
how have you been for so many days?
I'm doing great.
Doing great. That's nice.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
So let's quickly start the session. Okay. So before we start, do you have any questions, any doubts, anything that you want to discuss?
Not yet, but I will
Okay.
discuss in the session for sure.
Okay. That's nice. So, what do you want to talk about today? The topic or something else? Casual talk? What do you want to do?
Anything, anything will work
Anything.
for me. Yes.
Okay. I don't think this is correct. Like, I see that it's your fifth session at Clapingo. Like, I think you've had a lot more sessions than that.
Yes. Please avoid these things. I think I have joined again. That's why.
Okay, so I think you joined from another account this time.
Now account is same, but I don't know what is the glitch. But let it be.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, so then we'll talk about something else because I think you have already talked about all these topics, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about something else then. Okay, so what should I think? I have to think about a topic now. That's difficult.
Oh my
Okay.
God. You can't waste my time to think about topic,
Oh,
please.
okay,
Yes.
okay. Just give me a second. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Any social issue that you feel about very strongly, something like that. Anything like that that you want to talk about.
Mm, there are many, but I doubt that it would be controversial, so I shouldn't talk on such
No, it's
topic.
fine. Like, do you think it would be controversial?
Maybe I'm not sure because the flow when I start my conversation and I forget everything, then I will keep talking, and then
Okay,
I will not get approval for my session. So that is the
okay,
problem.
okay. Let's
Okay.
not talk about social issues then. Let's talk about
Do you,
something
okay.
fun.
Okay. Let
Yeah.
me suggest one topic. Do you have any interest in spirituality?
Spirituality. Yes, I do. I do. Okay, so let's talk about spirituality then. Right.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's nice. Okay, first of all, what I want to ask you is, according
Mm-hmm.
to you, what is spirituality? What does spirituality mean to you?
All right.
Yeah.
In simply manner, I can explain it to say spirituality. Spirituality means get into your soul, find yourself
So
who you
basically,
are, finding the answer.
finding your soul.
Yes, who you are. This is
Exactly. Okay.
spirituality.
Okay. And how do you think we can attain that? How do you think we can actually get to know ourselves?
There are lots of ways.
Hmm. Yeah. Like
uh,
what?
First thing that you have to do right and correct things in your day-to-day life. I mean,
Okay.
as per our dharma, I could say. I mean, our nature. And
Hmm.
basically, you have to be a good human being. All right. So from there, your journey would start. I'm not sure from there, but again, if you really want to dive into it, so you have to keep yourself calm. You have to separate yourself this materialistic and mundane world. You
Okay.
stop thinking. You have to detach from things, especially from materialistic this world. And then you the identification that we are body, we are brain, these things
Yeah.
we have to remove. It will not happen all of a sudden. It will happen
Right.
slowly, but
Yeah.
this is how one can pursue this journey.
Exactly. Okay. That's good. That's a really good answer. Okay. I think I have heard this. I think Sadhguru said this sometime, right?
Okay, so you are
Okay.
a fan of
I follow.
Sadhguru.
Yeah. Of course
You
I
follow.
am. Who isn't? Of course I follow Sadhguru. I've been following Sadhguru for a very long time now.
what is the major reason that you follow him?
There's not any major reason. It's not that I'm into that much into spirituality or anything. I just love the way that he lives his life. You know, it's not
Mm-hmm.
that he's totally into spirituality. He is a very spiritual person. I get it, but he enjoys his life
His
to the
life.
fullest. Right.
Yes,
So
people bound to think that when it comes to talk about spirituality, that you have to be a monk, but this is not
exactly,
true. Yeah,
exactly.
you
Okay.
have to
Now I
be a
want to
sage. Yes,
ask you
yes.
this. I want to ask you this. Like the thing that you stated, that you have to detach yourself from things. Right? You have to
Mm-hmm.
detach yourself from the materialistic and the mundane world that we're living in. Do you think that it's actually true? Do you think that it's the only necessity that you need to be actually spiritual or to get into spirituality?
See, this is not necessary, but to
Mhm.
understand what is exactly spirituality means,
Yeah,
because nowadays it becomes a fashion, I could say, that everybody is
exactly.
saying that I'm a
Mm.
spiritual, I'm a spiritual, I'm a spiritual. But spirituality is something completely different.
Mhm.
People
Yeah.
not necessarily follow such things like to become a monk or say sage. It is not true. Even people without knowing this concept, they are following their path in correct
Okay.
and
I'm so sorry. Give me a second. I cannot hear you. So sorry. So sorry. Yeah.
okay.
Now I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, so there are people who are following their path to achieve their goals, to becoming
Mhm.
a better version of their self. So this is
Yeah.
also a part of spirituality. I mean, people without knowing this concept, they
Exactly.
are following, they are doing, and they will reach at the end of their I mean, how could I explain?
Journey.
Journey, the same destination. Okay, but
Exactly.
even then, if they will not follow the same, or they will not spirituality, they will reach. But if you know deeply what is exactly spirituality means, then
Exactly.
maybe your journey will be more smoother, I could say. Because see,
Exactly.
when we follow any path to achieve our goals, it could be anything without any motive. There will be a good purpose to serve people and other things, but there are so many things one person go through in their life: competition, jealousy, seeking for validation, and so many, psychological things. And nobody can say that, okay, I'm not going through such things. This, if a
Yes.
person say says this, that is completely
Untrue.
wrong.
It's false. Yeah.
Or
And not
yes,
wrong, false.
wrong, false, yeah.
Yeah.
So these things are happening, and because due to these things, maybe your speed will slow down in order to
Exactly.
achieve your things. So yeah.
Exactly. That's absolutely true. And that is the answer. I think people should start understanding this as well. You know, when we look at spirituality, I know a lot of people personally as well. Whenever they think about spirituality, they think about something religious, right?
Yes,
It's
yes.
not related to religion at all. Like you
Hmm.
can be following any religion, or you can be following no religion at all as well. You can
Hmm.
still follow the path of spirituality.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you something. Like, what does spirituality basically mean to me?
Yes,
Right
yes,
now,
please.
I'll answer the same question. Right.
Okay.
Basically, to me, spirituality is finding your true self, not just finding what's inside you, but finding what you're true towards. Right.
Hmm.
Even if it's a goal, if you're working towards it wholeheartedly or not, that's spirituality for me.
Hmm.
Okay. It's not that you need to go on Himalayas and sit like a monk and meditate for years and years and years to find spirituality. That's something that I do not believe in. Like,
Hmm.
but definitely, like as you said, that the path becomes a little bit smoother and it becomes easier and faster when you actually accept all these things. Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. Once you accept that I'm I'm not even the body and I'm not even the mind, right?
Yes,
You
yes.
understand what spirituality is. That happens.
It
It's
is it
true.
is
It's
very
very true.
hard to accept this reality. People will
But
lose
it
their
is.
mind when it comes to your life. that you're not
Yeah,
body, you're not brain, you're something else.
exactly. They do not get
And
it. It's something like an out of the world concept for them. That how can you say this? What am I then? Like how am I sitting right now? If you're saying that I'm not the body and I'm not the brain,
your
right?
body and your brain are like your asset. In order, I
Exactly.
mean, you can use these assets to
Hmm,
fulfill your purpose in your life. But these are
absolutely.
not you.
Exactly. It's not you. You don't even know what are you, right?
Yes. No,
That's
I
what
know.
spirituality.
Now I feel that I know somehow.
Yeah.
I'm in a
So
path where I feel that I could understand things.
that's
Yeah.
good. That's really good. Like, okay, one thing that I've learned, I remember one of Sadhguru's videos only. Like,
Mm-hmm.
that's the video that has actually inspired me a lot, and taught me a lot
Mm-hmm.
as well. I'll just take one more minute, then we move towards the feedback, right? Okay. The video I remember, it said that Sadhguru actually said that it's not spirituality is not about that you should be happy all the time, or you should be sad all the time, or you should be angry all the time. He said that it's about being true to your one emotion, right? You don't know what you're feeling. Right?
Mm-hmm.
He said that sometimes you're happy because something good happened, and then sometimes you're sad because something bad happened. That's not spirituality. Either you feel sad all the time, right? And you accept that I'm sad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even when the happiest moment comes, you still feel sad. That's true, right? That's being true to yourself. You feel angry all the time, so keep feeling angry. Why are you feeling happy now? Okay, that's not true, right? So you
Okay.
are
Okay.
moderating so much between things, right? That
Mm-hmm.
you forget who you actually are. He said that, yeah, of course, it's better to choose the being happy part, right?
Yes.
But
I think
whatever it is,
accept
mm,
things as they are. Don't
exactly.
try to put your opinion or what you want, and you are supposed
Ah,
to assume that this should be happen. This shouldn't
it's really,
happen. Sorry,
it's
this should happen and this should not happen. So this is not the
exactly.
way, but we are so conditioned with things from where
Yeah,
we are born. Since then, the conditioning has been going on. So this is very
exactly.
tough
Yeah,
to change your
that's absolutely
conditioning.
true.
But one thing I just want to say, like
Hmm.
many times you recall Sadhguru, I'm also very fond of Sadhguru because
Yeah.
he has a beautiful, mesmerizing aura. Nobody can,
Ah, he does. He really does.
nobody
Okay.
can, yes.
I'll tell you
But
something.
yes,
Go ahead. Go
one
ahead.
thing, yes, yes, one thing.
Yeah.
Like how I went into spirituality, not because Sadhguru, not because Sandeep Maheshwari. I was
Mhm.
reading a newspaper one day and there was an article on that. And just to
Okay.
learn English and just to learn structure, I was reading that article over and over again. And
Yeah.
that article was related to spirituality at that
Okay.
and that guru is not anymore. I forgot his name, but those lines hit me very hard, and
That's
then
nice.
I went into this. So the
That's
concept
really
is
good.
not because Sadhguru's good speeches
Yeah.
and yeah, not because
It's
he's
even better.
speeches.
It's even
Yes,
better because you discovered it yourself, right?
exactly.
I seeked it out. Right. Everybody else seeks it out that I want to be spiritual. So let's watch Sadhguru's videos. Right.
Yes.
Let's watch this guru's videos today. Not Sadhguru. Let's watch Sandeep Maheshwari today. I want to be spiritual today. Right. So we seek it out. That's why we're never able to attain it. When spirituality actually seeks you out, like it did to you, then
Mm-hmm.
you attain it easily. Right? I'm not a spiritual person yet. I know that for sure. Okay, I'm very angry and happy and sad all the times. I know
You are also
that.
like, see, you are maintaining this thought process that spiritual cannot be angry. Spiritual
No,
person
I'm not.
can be angry. Why are
I'm
you?
not saying, but I somehow know. I somehow personally know that it will take some time for me to
Exactly.
attain that stage. That's something that I've accepted. That's all. Yeah.
Yes, yes. We don't need
Uh,
to be opinionated. We just
exactly.
let things go as they are.
As they
So,
are.
yes, as they
Exactly.
are. Yes,
As they are.
yes.
Okay.
I think this is the time for my feedback.
For the
Okay.
feedback. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. first thing that I want to tell you, I do not, being very honest, I do not remember the exact feedback that I gave you in the first session that we met. I think this
Mhm.
is the second time we're meeting,
Exactly.
right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, we haven't met a lot. So yeah, basically, I remember because I watched your video, right? So on
Mhm.
YouTube, yeah, so I remember
Okay.
that a little bit. Yeah, so I'll explain it to you. Look, basically, you're doing good with English. Your vocabulary is getting really, really good. Okay, it has turned out like you can use the words that I don't think a lot of people can even understand right now. Okay, so that's good. It's definitely good. Now focus on something that's a little bit different. You know the
Mhm.
grammar rules. I observe that you're understanding everything. Sometimes while speaking, you're still making some mistakes, minor mistakes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It's not like you're the whole structure is incorrect or the whole grammar rule is incorrect. It's just a small wordly mistake or something like that. Okay.
Mhm.
What you can do for that first, except Clapingo, try to fix a time to speak in English. Okay, we usually, yeah, I know that the learners try to speak in English at home as well, right? That, yeah, today I'll speak in English for 10 minutes or 15 minutes. There's no time fixed, right? And
Yes.
when there is no time fixed, then sometimes it happens, sometimes it don't, right?
Mhm.
So the best way to tackle this problem is when you fix up a time, right? During that half an hour, if you get a phone call, if somebody is talking to you, you go outside, you have to speak in English. Okay, that's the rule. You get more practice, you get more fluent. That's as easy as it can be.
Yes.
Second thing, the way that you're speaking, it's beautiful. You know when to take pauses. You know when to like change your voice. You know how to modulate that. That's good. It's really, really good. Okay. Try to advance that now. Try to move towards the like the mastering part of communication, not English, communication basically.
Yes.
Okay. For that, every day track your progress. Every day for the next 30 days, make a video of yourself speaking in English or your mother tongue too. Okay. It doesn't matter. Just try to speak up in a video and look at yourself speaking that what else can I change?